Now you've heard that intro before, but it's kind of fitting for this walk. Once again, that was a little snippet to The Great Remember, performed by Steve Martin. Steve Martin and the Steep Canyon Rangers. So, across the river, technically I'm not in Daniels anymore, but I am definitely at a site. We can find some more remnants. Got the wheel or the rotor of an automobile. Not sure what this mess was. Help me if you can identify any of this stuff. Some of them may be very difficult to ID. Lots of just old scraps of stuff. But this isn't litter. There was once a town back here. This looks like, I just don't know. Oh, this was a laundry machine. Check this out. I believe got an old sink here. That sticker. Not that I don't love the X-Files, because I do. There's a little faucet. God, this is probably at least 70, 80 years old. Got an old bicycle. Here's the pedal. There are the handlebars. There's the seat. Pretty wild back here. This is kind of hard to make out. It looks like this was part of a bed. Right? At least part of it. This was most likely used for laundry. I would think either that or an old antenna. Again, help me out if you can ID some of this stuff. Oh, here's another bike. Gosh, when I see things like this, it kind of gives me the chills and melts my heart at the same time. Look at this. Oh, that's where the seat was. Tempted to go up the hill that way. I'm gonna bring you guys around this hill that we're on if we have time. Pretty interesting, pretty cool. So, I mean, this again is a ghost town, literally. Just not in the spooky sense, it didn't have, well, much to do with slavery or the hanging of witches or anything like that. This should be obvious, but I'm not entirely sure if it was a swing, right? Or perhaps used to hang up laundry. There are a few of those around here. There's another one right here. don't know what to say, guys. I'm just fascinated by this stuff, by history. Some of you guys might think this is super boring. Now this is kind of cool here. You can actually see some remnants of a house or two, or whatnot. You've got something here. I don't think it was a retaining wall, however. I think it was possibly the foundation of a house. Well, you know, it's hard to say, because there's a right angle here, and then you see more of it. See here? Underneath this overgrown grass is stone, and you've got a right angle that forms right here. This is a beautiful little glen here. It was great when I was coming through before. I got to see 3 deer who were just kind of hanging out. They amazingly let me get pretty close. I might have mentioned this in another video. They may have been protecting a fawn, because I was only 30-some feet away from them. I'll probably end the video here, guys. You can clearly see another wall here. This, of course, was not the foundation to a house, but some sort of retaining wall. Just really neat. And it begs the imagination what was in this cleared out space right here, because we have about 60 square feet that's fairly level. No trees, nothing like that. Then we've got more remnants of a structure here. This was almost certainly part of a dwelling. So you've got one wall right here. You've got another right here. See? Walk on the other side. So there's one wall. Here's another wall. And it kind of makes a square shape. Oh, it turned out to be a gorgeous day. But this little glen here is kind of curious to me. In fact, I see another square shape here. Here and there. Tell me if you can see it. I'm pretty sure you can. It goes all the way from over here to here, and then from there to here. That's right, there is a path up here. I don't think there's much of interest up this path. I'm out of time about anyhow, guys, but you'll probably just see more of the same. Hear the geese down there. Very lucky to have a huge sprawling state park back here, the Patapsco Valley. I can only hope that a lot of you guys have something similar nearby and go explore it more. Learn more about the local history. Anyhow, guys, till the next one.